He served as the play-by-play voice of the LSU Tigers on radio for the last 33 years. This is his final season behind the microphone at Louisiana State University for Tiger football, basketball, and baseball games. Anacoco native, has served as the director of broadcasting at LSU as well, and his voice is ingrained in each one of our mindsets and our ears and our memories because of what he's been part of and some of the great calls that he's provided. Loves the school, loves Louisiana, and he loves the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation Quarterback Club. He's been tirelessly giving of his time to come down here each and every year to speak here regardless of circumstances, and doing so of his own accord on his own nickel. It's something we deeply appreciate. And we all deeply appreciate what he's done over the years in representing LSU and bringing so many great memories to the fans of that great institution as we have moved forward. So with that, I would ask that you would please welcome and give a big round of applause to Mr. Jim Hawthorne of Louisiana State University. Jim.
Well, thank you for that. That's just among the many things that have happened to me that I've been fortunate enough that I probably really didn't deserve. But that was kind of you. And like I said, I've always enjoyed coming down here and talking to you folks because you represent what's good about the collegiate and high school athletics, and you do a great job. So I'm going to do what he did. I'm just going to tell you a couple of little facts, and then I'm going to open up the floor and let you ask me some questions, because the last time you're going to get a chance to do it. Let me just tell you that LSU is the 8th ranked team in the country. LSU's playing Eastern Michigan. The kickoff is at 6 o'clock in Tiger Stadium on Saturday night. I have to mention the guy that wears number 7. If you have not seen an LSU football game this year, please do, because Leonard Fournette is the real deal. He is, without question, one of the best that I've ever seen. Not just wearing purple and gold, but of all the schools that LSU is playing, he is something. And if you don't get a chance to watch him play, you're going to really regret it. So it's not that there's not a lot of other good players on that team, because there is. I think LSU's got, I think they have all the pieces to have a really special year this year. But he is a great part of it, and something that I think everybody should have the opportunity to watch. He's got more rushing yards and touchdowns through the first 3 games of the season than any player in school history through 3 games. Let me tell you just another couple of things. He's the only player in LSU history to rush for 200-plus yards in consecutive games. Now let me tell you something about the team that is really very good. They bring a 50-game winning streak in non-conference regular season games into this game. LSU is 40-0 under Les Miles in non-conference regular season games. Now, that's a hard statistic to believe, but it is absolutely true. And for the for only the 3rd time since 1959, LSU's gone without a turnover during the first 2 games of the year. Dating back to last year, LSU has gone 203 offensive plays without a turnover. So maybe that'll keep us all from forgetting about all those yellow things we saw all over the field in the last few games, just by giving you some of those stats. But I'm very pleased and happy to have the opportunity to watch this football team, and I think it's going to be a very special year. So I know that we're pressed for time here. Maybe there's something you might want to ask me. So if you do, I'll open the floor, and be glad to try to answer it.
Raise your hand so we get the mic to you. Over here.
Oh, he's got the mic. So.
Okay. Hey, can you tell us a little bit about the guy that's going to be replacing you after this season? I mean, what's his background? Well,
he's the voice of Georgia Southern right now. Chris Blair is his name. And he's a very good guy, nice guy. I met him. He'll be moving to Louisiana, I think, in December. And the first thing he'll do for LSU is baseball. because I'll finish all the way through basketball, and I'll hang it up in April. Hopefully it's April. I hope Johnny gets all the way to the Final Four. But his name is Chris Blair, and he's been the voice of Georgia Southern for quite a while. As a matter of fact, he and his wife and family are coming up to South Carolina next week just to come by and see what he's walking into when he gets here. But he's a nice guy. We like him.
Is this a full retirement, or are you going to be still involved in any official way, or?
It's a full retirement. I'm not going to be not doing something, but I'm looking forward, believe it or not, to being able to watch an LSU football game. Because in 33 years of doing it, I've been working the games, and I haven't been able to watch them. So I'm going to look forward to sitting there in front of a big screen with a beverage and be able to yell at the screen if I want to, or get up and leave if I want to.
And also, could you comment on how happy maybe you are for like Honey Badger and people like that, lately? And looks like he's coming into his own. And what may be the disconnect, with our own Saints, with like Lil Collins, and people like, I don't know, we don't seem to have any LSU players in a while. And we have 40 people in the NFL, most of any college team.
Yeah, LSU has 57 players on NFL rosters right now, which is the most of any college, any university, any school. I'm very happy for Tyron. That's what he wants to be called now. He for whatever reason, it doesn't want to be called the Honey Badger anymore, although he always will be to all of us. But I'm very, very happy for him and all the guys that have gone on from LSU and are making a great deal of money and making us all proud in the NFL. There's, like I said, 57, and that's really terrific. Anybody else have any questions at all? Yes, sir.
Jim, it seems like you and Doug Morrow have a very special relationship. If there's a choice of listening to the game on the radio or watching it on TV, I'll listen on the radio every time. What is your relationship with Doug, and how did that develop?
Well, first of all, thank you for those kind words. Doug has been my broadcast partner for about 27 years, and he's also my roommate on the road, and we have some very intense conversation. Not just about sports, but politics. And so he's a great guy. Many of you may or may not know, Doug is retiring with me. So we're going out as a team. And so I'm savoring every second of this last year. That's one of the reasons, because I enjoy him so much. I think he does such a great job. Makes my job so much easier. And kind of feel for old Chris coming in here. He's not going to have the chance to work with Doug Morrow. But he's a great guy, and I've greatly enjoyed my experiences with him. Anybody else?
Yeah, Jim, I'd like to echo what Kenny said. Thank you for coming all these years to the quarterback club and speaking and everything else. And as your observation, obviously you're a professional in your business. The sports at the college level, do you see professionalism creeping into the young people, the actual athletes? I know the Northwestern case where they tried to unionize was thrown out of court and everything else. But do you see, and since you've been involved, has it become more professional at the quote-unquote amateur level? Do you see a danger? I mean, if you start paying them an athlete, you're going to have to pay all the athletes, including female athletes, the same stipend, and will it just get more and more to actually they become professional? Or has it always been professional at that level?
Well, no, I don't think it's always been professional, and I don't think it's professional now. I think there's still a lot of guys that use playing football and other sports as an opportunity to get an education, and not just to maybe someday play in the NFL. But I will say this. In the 40-plus years that I've been around the college game, it has changed drastically. The equipment has changed. The players have changed. They're so much bigger. They're so much well coached at the high school level now, and they're so more well prepared to perhaps play at the next level if they get to the right school under the right circumstances. So the game has changed a lot, and I think it'll continue to change. I mean, people are just going to keep getting bigger and stronger, and they're going to have to keep doing things to try to protect the players from just killing each other because they're so big and they're so strong and they're running together as hard as they can. You take a 350-pound guy, fully loaded, coming at you full speed ahead, and that's like a diesel truck. So, but I think there's a lot of great young men that still come to college. Most of them for the love of the game and for the opportunity to get an education.
Jim, have you yet to reflect or given any thought on maybe in all your years your favorite call or favorite play or most memorable, or 3 or 4 of them in all these years you can remember?
Yeah. And it's an easy one. It's not a football call. It's a baseball call. And it was 1996. Warren Morris hit a 2-out, 2-run home run in the bottom of the 9th inning to beat Miami to win the 50th anniversary of the College World Series. That was the most exciting moment I've ever seen. And there's been some other great ones, without question. The national championship games were terrific, and seeing the 81 Final Four, the 86 Final Four, and John Brady's trip to the Final Four, those were all great times. But when I think about just one play that had such meaning and was so unexpected and so emotional, there's no question that one stands out.
Yes, Jim, thank you for your service too.
Thank you.
Favorite LSU athlete of all time from a personal standpoint, and why? And favorite coach, LSU coach of all time, and why?
Turn that camera off. Well, I've had the opportunity to broadcast games with only 3 baseball coaches in all the years that I did baseball. I think there were, what was there, 5 for basketball. There was Dale, and then there was Brady, and then Josh Chamonix. 4, 7 football coaches. And I've had I really do think that I've had a really good relationship with all of them. I've never had any problems or any reason to not enjoy being around them. And that includes Nick Saban. Nick and I had a great relationship, and I appreciate what he did for LSU, coming in here and getting the program to the level it was, win a national championship. So I really can't say that I have a favorite. I enjoy Les Miles is a great guy. I mean, he is a really great guy. He's a lot of fun to be around. So I enjoy sitting next to him and talking to him, laughing and joking with him. Sometimes I'm not sure where we're going with our conversation. Ricky Blanton probably would fall really close into that category because he was a great player, and I loved and had the opportunity to call all of his games, and now I had a chance to work with him. And there's not been a nicer guy ever walked the face of the earth. Ricky Blanton, great player, just a great person. And Don Redden, the late Don Redden, I got to know him very well. He even sat with me and broadcasted a few women's basketball games with me. And then there's that great big guy. Let's see, what was his name? Mr. O'Neill. Shaq. He was really quite something. I mean, from the very beginning, he's the real deal, and what you see is what you get. But I will tell you that even when he would, he talks big and he's funny and he says a lot of things, but he is really a very humble guy. in person, he doesn't take himself that seriously. He didn't when he was a college player. And that's one of the things that I enjoy more than anything else in a great athlete, is somebody that doesn't take themselves too seriously. And I can tell you right now that we've got one of those, and I mentioned him earlier, and that's Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette gives all the credit to anybody but him. I mean, he doesn't do anything, according to him. It's the offensive line. They voted last week to give him the game ball, and he wouldn't accept it. He gave it to the fullback at LSU. Just gave it to him. So that's one of the qualities that I really admire, and Shaq had that quality, without question. But I know we're over time here, and I just want to say that I really appreciate Ken for having me down here all these years. You folks are terrific people. This is a great organization. I'm going to miss coming here, but you've been kind to me. You're a great example of what sports fans should be. So thank you very much, and I wish nothing but the very best of whatever life has to offer to all of you. And keep up the good work. Thank you very much.